What's up, YouTube friends and Facebook friends? Matt Koenig coming at you today, and I want to share something with you that that I was just thinking about. I was at Women in Automotive last week, and my friend Brent Weiss was speaking there, and there's one thing he's known for, and that is he says, do one thing different today. Do one thing different today. And I love that because it helps keep things fresh, helps keep you evolving, changing, bettering your life, bettering the world around you. And I think that's a beautiful message. And then I was talking to my friend Mike Davenport this morning, who's been consistently growing his YouTube channel, and it made me think of something, and that is we also need to do one thing consistently every day, right? You know, a lot of times we are doing one thing different or one thing new, or we're trying something new, but we don't stick at one thing long enough to let it yield results. See, all of us in sales sometimes forget that we need to be a mix of hunter and farmer. But if we think about farming, for example, and the way that that works, we have to plant seeds, right? And then we have to wait for them to be ready to harvest. We need to water them. We need to make sure the ground is ready ahead of time. But so in trying to reap a harvest, a big harvest, right? If you think of your harvest as happiness, as money, as whatever it is you're trying to get, if we want to reap that, we've got to remember we've got to do all the work before that harvest is going to be ready. We've got to prepare the ground. We've got to plant the seeds. We've got to water the seeds. We've got to check on them and make sure everything is going the way it should. Sorry, I dropped my apple, my breakfast. So here's the thing. How do you do that? Well, there's a very simple answer. Once you've got a plan, you need to consistently work your plan. So for example, if your plan is to build a brand utilizing video, then you need to do one thing consistently. Record videos. If your plan is to do webinars, you need to do one thing consistently. Create webinars for people. If your plan is to be a sales trainer, you have to do one thing consistently. Teach people and test your technique, your strategies, your methodology. If your plan is to sell cars, you need to do one thing, and not just one, but you need to pick something and be consistent at it till it's yielding results, and then pick another thing and then stay consistent at it. Like for example, prospecting, right? You need to be consistent at calling your customers every 90 days so they hear your voice, so they don't think of anyone else when they think of buying that product, whether it's a car or a boat or a home. Make sure they hear your voice every 90 days. Now you may say, well, Matt, gosh, I can't call everybody every 90 days. Well, you can. You just choose not to. You choose to let your CRM or something else do the work for you, right? At the end of the day, here's the thing. We need to evolve. We need to change. We need to grow. We need to learn new things. But also, if we're not consistent with the things that work, if we're not consistently sticking to the things that we need to do, then sometimes we'll get lost in all the newness, and we'll never be successful at anything because we're just scattered about. So I want to ask you one question, and I'd love it if you'd leave it in the comments. What's one thing that you need to consistently do so that you can reach your goals? What's one thing you need to do consistently? You don't have to leave it in the comments, but it would be awesome if you did. Thanks again for tuning in. Now, go out there. Oh, you know what? Before you go anywhere, head over to rockstarconference.com. That's rockstarconference.com. Speaking of my man, Mike Davenport, that I was talking about earlier, he's actually going to be one of the featured speakers at the Rockstar Auto Conference, Las Vegas, and he's going to talk about how a rock star can replicate another rock star. So for those of you that know Mike Davenport, Louisville Chevy dude, if you're a sales manager, general manager that you say, God, I wish I had a whole team of Mike Davenports, you better be at the Rockstar Auto Conference, because you're going to learn how to recreate that rock star that Mike Davenport is. So head over to rockstarconference.com. Thanks again for tuning in. Now go out there and make your day amazing.